You know me, I'm a notes lover.
You are a notes lover. I'm just thinking back to a year ago when we were trying to figure this whole thing out. I had that little notebook that I wrote in.
I don't know how you maintained that as long as you did.
I don't know either, because
I think I lasted one episode before I moved on to typing my notes out.
I didn't have my computer yet. The amount of notes that we took for the first 2 seasons.
I could write a book.
We did.
Something in your eyes, tell me who I am. Something in your eyes.
놀랐어.
Reading the lyrics for the songs is always hilarious. Welcome to the KDrama Show. I'm Ashley.
And I'm Kim.
We're here to unpack your all-time favorite Korean dramas and chat about all the reasons that we find these shows so charming.
And so addictive. And we know you do too, so settle in with some ramen and a boba tea while we dive into the KDrama Show with Ashley and Kim.
Well done.
Yeah, that's pretty much how it is.
Yeah, I had to try Paul after mine.
Did you really?
Yeah. The replays are
I know, they're
so
like
terrible.
Oh, wait.
I know what you're feeling because that was me doing this when you learned who Dokwa was being, who he was.
여보세요? 누구세요?
놀라지 마시고요.
누구야 너?
남자친구입니다.
학생이? 우리 미래랑 사귄다고?
The hard eyes.
둘이
Look at his face.
The scatting is fabulous. That's so cute. Something my dad would do when we were in high school.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
천천히 가. 애들 벌써 나왔대.
안녕하세요.
오랜만이다.
Yeah,
I like their interaction.
yeah. That's
들어오니까 자고 있더라고.
this is why
내가
that
늦게
was
들어온
so
줄 알아.
great.
네가 먼저 끊어.
싫어.
그래, 그럼 내가 먼저 끊을게.
It's universal, man.
수아한테 가장 큰 영향을 줄 수 있는 사람은
내가 왜 그렇게 농락당해야 되는데? 그냥
It's very dobong soon, very quickly.
Yeah, except the last
너도
episode
이동네
being
살아?
very 도방송.
에이 못 써.
야, 너 나랑 소다지로 다 땄잖아. 왜 이제 와서 따꾸냐?
왜 그러는데?
No, I don't know what it is because it's so dark.
느낌 이상해서.
It was the flask.
Ah, okay.
살찌지도 않았는데
Can you even see
빼고
their faces?
Nope.
토하고.
You can watch my screen if you want.
My note taking is kind of bizarre right now anyway, but
얼굴에 끝맥이고.
yeah, we've had like what 4 night scenes where they're actually outside in the dark, not covered.
This whole episode.
And there's one streetlight compared to the 35 that are in our normal.
그때 형 술 취했을 때 제가 이도 닦아주세요. 뭐라고? 비위도 좋다. 죽는 줄 알았어요.
So dramatic, I love it.
I almost died.
사진이던데 수환지 아닌지 확실하지 않아.
Still digging up dirt.
잠깐 얼굴도 나왔었다는데.
친했다면서 그래 흉보고 다닌다.
야,
Spitting
내가
facts.
손을 내고 다녔냐?
What? That's a
먹통하고
lie.
오빠들 만나고
진짜 이상해. 사람들 눈도 못 마주치고.
걔
Jerk!
she's 감옥에서
She's no worse than
I
Suwa.
was gonna say, you're a different
불안하겠지만
level of
너무
awful.
걱정하지 말아요.
수아야.
I love her.
왜?
It's female William.
Basically, yeah.
Maybe
알아보는 것
rename the
같아.
cat.
Yeah, let's find a new name.
광미를 배 탔네. 배 탔어.
그니까 전생에 나를 낳고 했나 보다.
부럽다.
She must have saved a country in her past life.
Wow.
No.
You're such cute besties.
I know. They're like the ghosty besties.
They are the ghosty besties.
사랑이야. 나는 너 그렇게까지 예쁘다고는 생각 안 해. 그냥 물어본 거야.
Yes.
오늘 확실히 못
Savage.
나올까?
개량에서 제일 궁금한 게 그거야?
뭔가?
I love this conversation.
너 생각이 자꾸 난다.
그거 참 안 됐네. 난 오빠 생각
Girl.
별로 안 나는데. 보통 사이일 때는 괜찮아 보이는데 막상 사귀어보면 별로인 사람 있잖아요. 오빠가 그랬어.
Oh, that's so beautiful.
너무 상처받지 마세요. 저
I mean,
갈게요.
even when Suwa wasn't a part of the equation, he was never nice to her. Good for her.
Thank you, Taehi. That was. I love that it sounded like Another One Bites the Dust in the background. That was great.
시간 되세요?
I actually like him.
4학년 중에는
He got
음식을
a
저보고
pretty
먹더라고.
decent like character arc.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because he was really scummy at the beginning.
The skirts.
정보 잘좀 잘해봐. 사고 치지
So did you
말고.
catch that?
네.
Taeyong stepped down as class
아, 근데요.
president. And now it's him. Because no one else wants to do it.
아세요? 무용과에서 제일 예쁘네.
Oh my gosh, he's so
아니.
gross.
모르세요? 첫눈에 좀 반해야 돼서. 미안하다.
He's so cute. I didn't mean to whip you with my hair. I'm sorry. It's fine.
모델 스타일은
Just go away.
아 진짜 이 구역 소나무다. 풀자. 아.
Two-sided fight.
우리 유난히 안.
What a bad year.
And you've no one but yourself to blame.
She looks so cute in this
현정아.
I
outfit.
love it.
Get it, girl.
어 그래.
선배는 누구 만날지 되게
Her
궁금해.
little smile.
자,
Happy seal.
글을 왜 들어갔거나 어떻게 중요하다고.
Do you remember logarithms?
너 대칭.
I don't remember a darn thing from any math class.
또 뭐.
That would be really hard to be her and have friends that were
뭐
constantly
먹을래?
trying to be
오빠가 살
leeches.
테니까.
It's so cute. Her ID is Gangnam Beauty.
천천히
His
와.
ID is I have a
기다릴게.
girlfriend.
I have a girlfriend.
아버지. 이준아.
안 소리했어.
내일
당연하지.
You remember how they met, right?
26의 나이 성과.
나 47이야.
Yes.
아,
How do you recover from that one?
Ouch.
You don't.
아니죠.
He literally has no one now. Not even his secretary.
You are solo, my friend. Am I supposed to recognize who that
아니지.
is?
나 아니라고.
He's so pissed.
Is that Bono?
He's so mad because she had forgot his birthday and now
회사 가야
he's
돼.
got a guy after her.
I'm not sure how I
여기는
feel about the
어떻게 알았어?
haircut. I'm not gonna lie. It was the this close to asking you if it was Sua, and then I bit my tongue because I went, they're going to tell me in 30 seconds.
And he can rest easy because
Really?
it wasn't a dude.
나도 모르는 애가 준 거 나는.
I feel like these are the moments where you can tell that the actress is older than him.
Yeah, he seems like a baby when he filmed
This
this,
is
right?
his debut. He was like 20.
하지 마.
아 싫어할 거야. 생일 축하합니다. 짠.
Full circle. From Hyunjung at the beginning.
Oh yeah.
So cute.
He's adorable.
그랬었거든.
It actually looks super awkward to do in public.
써지잖아.
Do you recognize where they are?
근데 여기는 안 그럴 거 아니야.
This is the mountain where her mom yelled, "MiRae can become pretty."
Oh, okay.
우리 부모님 보면서
See, that feels like a different show.
평생 결혼 같은 거 안 할 거라 생각해.
Well, it was like 3 months ago, so.
That's also true.
아까 그때
Kim.
No, keep going. I know you want to. How to know that Kim has watched this at least 20 times.
I love the behind the scenes photos at the end of these. He seems like he's actually just like a super chill guy in real life.
I agree.
There's his Vincenzo hair.
Kind of.
Not quite slick back enough. I
I'd
guess.
say it needs to be dark brown, almost black.
So, how do we feel? Initially, did you like the ending?
I feel like there's pieces that we're missing.
Like what?
I mean, I understand that they're like going through, like having their timeline,
Mm-hmm.
but because we put 40% of everything ending in the last 45 minutes of the entire series.
So much happened. They wrapped up every single storyline.
Yeah, and that's a lot.
It is a lot.
That is a lot. I like how it ended. We already had our happy ending with our main leads. Sense that I figured something like that was going to happen with Sua. I mean, they built that up
Yeah.
really well. I was almost expecting it to be worse for Sua.
Like, actually getting the acid thrown on her face.
Yeah, or, you know, him hitting her and getting cut or bruising or like, I mean, I feel like it's a good thing that they didn't go quite that far, but that's
Yeah, it's
kind
not
of,
quite that kind of show.
right, but that's definitely more of what I was expecting. That's also just because I watch
That's
so
what
much
you watch,
true
yeah.
crime and harsh stuff like that. Yeah, I feel like there's just pieces that like
They
could have been put in there.
consolidated a lot.
So I wonder how much was filmed and then they're
Taken
like,
out.
oh, we can't have that, we don't have time.
I would be curious to read the webtoon.
Yeah,
And
to see how
see-
it wraps up.
Well, it's to see how much they took out.
Mm-hmm.
Because inevitably, you know, print is different than film, so
Yeah.
it's always gonna be adapted. But
Taehee's just chef's kiss of a yeah, you know when you're friends with somebody and you feel like something is going to be great and then they really suck? Yeah, that was you.
Mm-hmm.
So I got over it.
Do you
was great.
feel like Sua, her arc was redeemed?
Not enough.
Yeah?
Like, I'm glad that she, you know, it was showing Kate afterwards, because when she's lying in the hospital bed and she wakes up and sees that MiRae's there and holding her hand, that's that moment where you're like, this is why you look at her and go, yeah, you did plastic surgery, but how come you have, like, why are you pretending to be happy? Why are you pretending to be this? She's not pretending. Just because you pretend with everything that you do, with the way you treat people, the way you look at people,
Mm-hmm.
you put on a show. that doesn't mean that everybody else does.
Yeah.
And so I liked having that moment of her just going, oh, this is why, because she still will show up.
She's the same person behind closed doors that she is in public.
Right.
Yeah.
But then, like, it just kind of, like, yeah, we go to therapy and we have Un being there, being the supportive friend and sister role that we need. And then just kind of...
It's appropriate that her name is Unni.
Right. But we just kind of stop with that, and we get this little teeny tiny glimpse of... Let's leave some perfume and one outgoing. Was he recognizing that was her, or did he just see?
He saw her, and he got his hopes up thinking it was her, and then he's like, "Why would I do
that?" Okay, that's what I was.
Yeah.
Assuming, but yeah, I don't care because I don't like her character, which shows what a good actress she is. If she can make you hate you.
I've never seen her in anything else.
Well, that's what I've decided with actors and actresses. If they can make me hate them, they've done their job correctly.
Yeah.
They figured out how to portray that role very, very well.
Yes.
So like, I don't care to know anymore, but also like she was such a big part of it, like you just drop it.
Well, I think...
But that also kind of makes sense because she's no longer part of the story.
Well, I think that her story kind of wraps up because in my mind, like, her fixation was MiRae, and then she let it go. And I don't think that she and MiRae will ever be friends. I think that's too tall of an order because too much... I don't say you can never not be friends, but I just don't know that they're the same personality to get along.
Right.
And I don't know. I don't envision them ever being friends. But the fact that the perfume was obviously symbolic of a lot of things,
right.
Like the
other
kinds of beauty.
Well, even the perfume that was underneath the table that KyungSeok returned to MiRae, because it was the same kind.
Yeah.
And so I'd watched that.
Well, and just her opinion of perfume, saying they're artificial and whatever, and just how that was kind of her way of, like, her olive branch saying, I can appreciate you for who you are. I can see that maybe my perspective was limited in accepting other people, and that everything, it's always going to be multifaceted. Like, you didn't get surgery to get a leg up on me, even though that's how I interpreted it.
Right.
And realizing that they're both very broken people with some deeply seated issues that needed to be addressed.
Right.
Here's my big question for you.
Okay.
Were Sua's feelings for KyungSeok sincere at any point in your mind?
I don't think so. Because...
See,
I think she maybe wanted to actually be his friend at some point. I think maybe even we both were abandoned by our moms. I think even then she was like, maybe I could have a friend with this person because we have a similar shared experience. Like, that's traumatic. And I can see her being like, maybe I could have a friend out of this. But I don't think she ever actually, like, liked him for who he was. I think she liked him, quote unquote, for the status he could provide if she could,
See, I would agree with you, except for the last interaction that they have, where she says, I didn't like you even for a minute. And then she smiles. And he smiles. And I don't know if I interpret that as you're finally being honest with the world, and we're both gonna, like, acknowledge that this is a good thing and a healthy thing.
Right.
Or if he's just humoring her because, maybe she did have a real, genuine crush at some point. Which I think is completely plausible given her, psychological issues. Because he wanted to keep her at arm's length. I think that she saw potential value in someone that wasn't just gonna like let her skate by on her looks. And I think she kind of appreciated that about him, but it was just overshadowed by all the other
Crazy.
the whole bucket of crazy that she dumped on the world. Who's your character of the show?
And I really, really came to appreciate Un, especially at the end of the show, because she just was that silent person, but was always there. Would always stick up for somebody, would always, just be there if somebody needed anything. When there was a problem, she would take care of it. She would go to somebody who could actually help her. And a lot of people aren't good at that.
Yeah.
But I really like Kyungseok a lot, too.
She's so good.
She's so
She's the kind of best friend I want to be.
You are.
Aww.
I didn't bring tissues. Sorry. She's not actually crying because I said that.
I just have an eyelash in my eye right now. And I've been trying to get it out have you seen me trying to get it out? Anyway, continue.
Do you need a mirror? You have a big one right over there.
I don't want to stand up yet.
I think it's all like I think it's the side characters. I think it's Hyunjung. I think it's Un. I think even Woo Young.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Hye-sung, they all just are so good. They're just so good. I mean, I came to at the end really like MiRae, and KyungSeok's just been hilarious and great for me the entire show.
I know, he's been like your character of the hour every single week.
So funny, and
he really is.
Love it so much. But I really like those four background characters. I think for the show, because without them, the show doesn't happen.
Yeah, they really they balance out the buckets crazy that Suwa and MiRae bring to the table. I mean, we love MiRae, but she needed some help.
It took until episode 10 for me to be like, yes, I like you now.
She had a lot of side quests to complete before she could get back to the main story.
Let's begin our adventure.
Yeah.
Who's yours?
I think mine...
This time around, after watching it.
I think mine is MiRae. And that's simply just because she's relatable. To not always get it right. You know what I mean? Yeah. To have those insecurities. And sometimes we let them get the better of us. And it's just not always easy to move past those things. And it can take, multiple frying pans to the face before you're like, this is a problem.
This isn't fun
anymore. Oh, yeah, that's not a good look on you. But I realize that's kind of how that looks on me, too. So maybe we should just, both work on ourselves.
Yeah.
But she does. She grows through it. And like I had told you at the beginning of the show, every single character arc continues to move.
Yeah.
Up until the very last episode.
Yeah, and it does.
Except for Jungboon and Yujin. I really
that's disappointing.
To get together.
I do like the little teaser of Hyunjung and Woo Young, just kind of
I like the open-endedness. I'm usually not an open-ended person.
But that one was nice because we already know that she likes him. But that, Woo Young, takes that moment and goes, oh.
He's warming up to the idea of her.
But then just no, let's go home.
Are you 33? She? I don't blame her. I've been there before. It's real
not
awkward.
Fun. So yeah, I do like that open end. Of
agreed.
That could be explored in another world, and that one's okay.
Yeah, and I mean, MiRae was a love for him, so of course he's not just gonna get over it, especially if they're always around each other. That would be really hard. So yeah, I like the open-endedness. So I don't know.
I was also very glad that is it Junghyuk that
Junghyuk,
yeah, and he's just when Chanwoo comes over and is like, oh yeah, set me up, and he goes,
bye.
Okay, bye. Me at the end of every episode. Okay, bye.
Okay, bye.
Like,
don't talk to me.
and for him to just be like, our fight was two-sided. Your fight is always going on with everyone all the time.
Your fight is with yourself.
Like, I've said my piece on him. I don't need to say anymore. Go check out episode 3 for that one. 3 or 4.
Guys, yeah. Big question. Would you watch it again?
Probably at some point, just to turn on. It wouldn't be like
It's an easy watch.
Yeah. I wouldn't have to panic type. I like that we were both started panic typing and then it was so dark on the wall that we're like, yeah, no, this isn't worth it.
Do you understand why it's on, like, my comfort drama?
I get it.
It's just a feel good, everything
I will
wraps
provide
up
one
nicely.
of those for you one day.
I'll believe that when I see it. I love you. I'll just believe that when I see it.
This is how I know Kim loves me. She watches hard shows.
Well, I try.
Unless it's after we are recording.
The schedule I sent you?
Yes.
We're gonna record, then we're gonna watch, then we record, and then I'm gonna fall asleep to Vincenzo. And I will.
We have to have Kim's fall asleep show. She lasts 30 seconds and then goes.
But the waking up is the great part. The way that I'm like, I'm fine.
Yep. The best was last week, and you're sitting there and you're watching and you're just going. You rocked yourself to sleep sitting up.
I'm ugly laughing.
That was hilarious.
The really great thing is after you left, after
Did you
had
stay
left-
awake?
Okay, so what had happened? A couple of the guys stayed until like 2 a.m.
Oh no.
And I stayed out. I just spit everywhere. I stayed out there watching Vincenzo, and I was sitting there cross-legged like this, and I was watching the show, and then I just felt my head hit the couch. I fell over.
I'm so glad you just fell on the couch and you didn't fall off.
I woke up enough to realize that I just literally just fell on my side, and then that's all I remember.
Because I just go, Kim, did you see what happened?
Yeah, I did.
Kim. And my favorite is you being back against the couch like this. And you're like this. And I go, Kimberly. And you just go. It's so good.
I would be like, I'm awake, sorry, I'm gonna be fine. No. And then I would literally
instantly.
I don't have narcolepsy until I watch a show with you.
After recording.
After recording. It does not matter what time it is. We started a show at 11 o'clock once and I still did it.
I know.
I've been conditioned to laugh at the beginning of the intro, and I'm conditioned to fall asleep when I watch TV with you. It's just a thing.
The other best part is, have you noticed that I just look over like every 15 seconds at you to make sure that you're still awake? And I'm like, Kim, you have to
see it out of my peripherals, and I'm like, I'm fine. No, I'm not. I'm not fine.
Kim.
And then I wake up to you like with your coat on. You're like, I'm going home now. Okay, bye.
Main reason that I'm looking over is because there's so much that's going on.
I know. It's such a fast-paced show.
It is.
Maybe we need to watch a slower, more boring one, and I'll stay.
What? So I can fall asleep?
Yes. Just kidding.
Like what you're hearing? Go ahead and hit that subscribe button so that you don't miss out on any new episodes. We'd love to connect with you on our Instagram at The KDrama Show. For more behind-the-scenes content, be sure to check out our YouTube channel. Links are in the show notes. Thanks for hanging out with us on The KDrama Show with Ashley and Kim, and we'll see you next time.